Well, hello, adorable Englewood. Englewood, Colorado, are you ready?
Yes, we are!
You may begin.
Cue the video.
In a healthy ecosystem, pollinators connect everything. They move quietly between flowers and roots, linking growth and life in unseen ways. In Englewood, our community members do the same.
This journey started with residents who cared, who spoke up about clean energy, native plants, and neighborhood pride. The same grassroots drive is what first inspired me to run for council. In 2022, we formed the Sustainability Commission to make sure resident voices were not just heard, they were also part of the solution.
The Sustainability Commission is an opportunity for like-minded people to get together.
They've really equipped us to be successful. They've put us on a path to have our voice heard.
We successfully advised our City Council on adopting stronger energy codes that shape our community's future buildings.
So one of the big impacts we've had is with the biogas project. Originally, as one of the byproducts of cleaning up our water, we create methane. We were flaring that up into the atmosphere, but now we're recapturing it, turning it into a biogas, and re-injecting it back into the XL pipeline.
Another subcommittee explores a potential native lawn certification program, responding directly to a resident request to protect native plants and a city code enforcement request for innovation in this area.
We also provide annual recommendations to update the city's sustainability plan, projects, and goals.
But we can come together and collaborate on ideas on how to ensure that Englewood is not only a city where we want to live and thrive and work right now, but for our children and our children's generations to come.
Small actions add up, from reusing instruments to sharing books to funding resident-led green projects. Just like the pollinators in our parks and gardens, every resident who shares an idea or takes part in a project helps something grow. In Englewood, those everyday actions are what move us forward and keep our community thriving.
Good afternoon. I'm City Manager Sean Lewis. Englewood is a city where community blooms. Just like our native bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds of Colorado, our staff and partners help connect people, spread ideas, and grow lasting change. Our residents, nonprofits, and businesses are the roots of our community. They're the source of our energy and where we get our direction. When we created our sustainability plan, we didn't just think about policies, we thought about people. We started with them, and we listened and built from what they shared.
And I'm Deputy City Manager Tim Dodd. When we started shaping Englewood's sustainability efforts, it quickly became clear that good intentions weren't enough. We needed to be accountable to the people who live here. Residents weren't looking for surface-level outreach. They wanted a real voice and a lasting influence. It was residents' call to action that led to the creation of both a sustainability plan as well as a sustainability commission to advise on the plan's implementation, which laid the groundwork for the inclusive programs that we're going to be sharing with you today.
I'm Mel England, Englewood Sustainability Program Manager. Our city's sustainability plan includes a climate action goal focused on implementing strategies in the areas most vulnerable to climate change. We intentionally kept this goal broad so our community could help define what meaningful action looks like. To ensure authentic engagement and remove barriers to participation, we hosted climate resiliency workshops with nearly 30 residents from across diverse neighborhoods. In these workshops, participants identified the climate challenges they face and the solutions they wanted to see. Equity and inclusion guided every aspect of this work. We provided free food, childcare, translation services, a paid third-party facilitator, and stipends for participants. The workshops were held at the Mallee Recreation Center, conveniently located next to a bus stop to support accessible transportation. These efforts ensured that voices from across the city, not just the usual ones, were heard and centered in shaping Englewood's climate resilient strategies.
Englewood noticed that residents from the neighborhood mobile home parks were not represented at the climate resiliency workshops. In response, the city partnered with us, the Arapahoe County Weatherization Program, to host an event directly within that community. At the event, we raised awareness about our free weatherization services and invited residents to respond to the outcomes of the broader workshops. Their feedback helped shape the 6 climate vulnerabilities identified by other participants. such as threats to native plants and wildlife, the need for evacuation plans, and the financial burdens of climate change. This community-based engagement helped build trust and ensured that all residents had a voice in shaping the city's climate action strategies. When I advise other municipalities of what authentic engagement looks like in practice, I point to Englewood as a community worth following.
I'm Tracy Savina, Englewood resident and Sustainability Commission member, and a recipient of the Sustainability and Neighborhood Improvement Grants. City grants have helped neighbors and me lead projects we care about, like Little Green Libraries, a community garden, and native plantings in parks. These grants give residents upfront funding, increasing accessibility to those across socioeconomic lines, and provide the power and resources to create real change in our neighborhoods. From libraries to native gardens, we've seen how small seeds of investment can grow into something meaningful. But real change doesn't happen in isolation. It takes strong roots, shared resources, and deep partnerships.
I'm Mike Gent with the City of Littleton, Englewood's neighbor to the south. Together with Englewood and Sheridan, we formed the Tri-Cities Sustainable Business Partnership, a regional extension of the state's Colorado Green Business Network, and the first collaboration is coming in Colorado. This program is completely free for businesses that want to advance their sustainability efforts. By sharing both time and costs, our 3 cities jointly support a dedicated green business program coordinator who leads the initiative. Through this partnership, we connect small businesses to grants, sustainability coaching, and green certification, resources that would be difficult to offer individually. It's a powerful example of what's possible through regional collaboration.
I'm Brian Hart, the owner of Framed Yard, a local Englewood business. Glass is one of our biggest waste challenges, but through the Sustainable Business Partnership Program, we connected with another business that takes our glass for free. We've also received technical support, energy assessments, and information on grants for efficiency upgrades and electrical vehicle infrastructure. This partnership is more than just sharing resources. It's about embedding sustainability into our business values and operations. For a small business, having this support and connection means we can confidently move forward as leaders of environmental stewardship.
I'm Michelle Halstead with Arapahoe County. This spirit of collaboration, of pooling resources and aligning our goals doesn't stop with sustainability. It's the same approach we're using to tackle one of our region's most urgent challenges, homelessness. Just like we've come together on sustainability, Englewood partners with Sheridan, Littleton, and Arapahoe County through the Tri-Cities Homelessness Policy Group. And that partnership is already making a real impact, because building a resilient future means making sure everyone has a place in it.
I'm Jessica Deani Cox, the Tri-Cities Homeless Services Coordinator. Together, we completed the first shared homelessness action plan and have created a second one to continue our work together. The group created my position as a regional homelessness coordinator and expanded services to reach more people. Solving tough challenges, whether sustainability or housing, takes all of us working as one team. That's exactly what we're doing, because at the heart of every challenge, whether it's housing, climate, or community design, is the question of access.
That's why we're also rethinking how people get around. Just as we're supporting local businesses in making sustainable choices, we're also letting the community reimagine how people move through the city on foot, by bike, and beyond. I'm John Voberil, the city's senior planner and staff lead for the City Walk and Wheel Plan. First adopted in 2015 and refreshed in 2022, this plan is our roadmap for a more connected, people-powered city. It looks closely at how we walk, roll, and ride, then lays out the steps to make those everyday journeys safer, easier, and more inviting. Residents shaped it by sharing their experiences through surveys and conversations at local events and meetings. And we've already seen the seeds of progress take root, with 4.6 miles of new bike lanes added since the 2022 update, creating more ways for neighbors to move freely and sustainably through the city.
This year's theme is about sustainability through engagement. For us, those two ideas are the same. Everything we do grows stronger when residents shape the work. That includes the hard decisions and the creative ones.
In Englewood, we believe in advancing our community together. This presentation is not about our government, it's about our people. They are the reason this city blooms. Thank you.
Thank you.